Break rules. Hello and welcome to day 7 of 16 days of activism with Life Support. Life Support is myself, Alice Smith, and Tina Makeda. And we're two survivors that have created a UK-wide survivor network to support survivors and give them a voice. And today it's my turn and I want to talk to you about victim and survivor. So, the draft domestic abuse bill, which has been dropped due to the election, had only 2 terms for people like me: victim and survivor. And this has made me think, what lies beyond? So yes, I've been a victim, and if I'm honest, I've really enjoyed being a victim and my victim story. And maybe you do too, because it's great. It gets you friends, it gets you free stuff, it gets you sympathy. And I always used to think to myself that it's a bit like lying in your own pee, because when you do that, it's really warm at first. Don't ask me how I know, but eventually it smells. But then you can move on to survivor and be like, yeah, I wear a beret, I'm a survivor, woohoo, I'll go and do some shows, and I'll be wheeled out like a show pony for every group of women that want to use me as a badge to show that they really do support domestic abuse, because here's a nice little survivor that won't like them. Oh dear, well, just that didn't work, but the dog bark was funny at that particular point, because sometimes I did feel a bit like a wild dog when I was a survivor at these events. And so what lies beyond? Is that really all we can ask for? Victim and survivor? Surely there's something else. And Life Support asks, what lies beyond survival? I haven't thought of a term for it yet, but I will, and I'll get back to you on it. So I'm going to perform We Survive, which I've performed all over the world, and I'll leave you to work out why it always leaves silences, including a 5-minute silence in WAVE Berlin, Women Against Violence in Europe, Berlin. I did perform it very angrily there because I thought, they said let's celebrate and drink wine, and I thought, what are we celebrating? And yeah, so I've performed it everywhere, and it kind of goes down like a fart at a picnic. So here you are, we survive. We walk with bullet holes in our backs, but we survive. And we don't drink envy yet, but we drink sugared tea to forget, and we survive. We march for the bus in worn out shoes, and sometimes we lose, but we survive. And those bailiffs' love letters are the price we pay for our freedom. We're hungry now, but hungrier to be free. And we're often beaten, shamed, but we survive untamed. We don't look right. Holes in tights, hairbrush fights, dark-rooted, unsuited to your open plan. But we survive. We sit and stare and bow our heads over coffee. We're too knee-jerk to sit comfortably over cake, and we can't fit in with the fake. But we survive. Now, we leave through windows. When you're waiting for the train, we want to jump. We want to take life and smack it in the face, bend it back into place. But we can't handle life the way you can with your sure and steady hands. We are handstands, but we survive. You survived, married, smiled, stockpiled, your life's back on track. We're good at starting again and again, but we never finish and